who I was.
All right, who were you then?
In life, I was your partner. Jacob Marley.
Oh. What do you want with me?
Much.
In that case, can you sit down?
I can.
Well, do it then. It's all humbug, I tell you. Mercy to me.
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. But why do you walk the earth? And why do you come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men. If it goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander through the world. And witness what it cannot share, but might have shared on earth, and turn to happiness.
Why are you fettered?
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. I girded it on of my own free will and of my own free will. I wore it. I come tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer.
Thank you, Jacob. You were always a good friend of mine.
You will be visited by three spirits.
What? Was that the chance of hope that you mentioned, Jacob?
It was.
Oh, well, in that case, never mind. I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first when the bell tolls one. Look to see me no more.
Look who's here, Jimmy. It's Santa.
Oh, fucking right.
Let's tell him what you want for Christmas.
I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay?
Tis the season. Happy holidays, everybody. Let's go. All right, then. Hello, everyone. I'm Lorenzo. This is my comic son, Marcus, and we're here like we are every week to do the Wednesday new comic book day live stream. Easy for me to say.
Easy for you to say.
Woo, you think it would be if I wasn't just near death's door. I'm getting over a bit of a virus or something, so please bear with me, everybody. But just in case I don't forget to mention later, don't forget about the Alternative City Shop, which is a sponsor of this show, as it is every week.
I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that I call CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
That's right.
Check it out, y'all. Get you a Bunny Assassin shirt.
All the cool kids have one. So,
Shout out to the homies already here in the chat. We got my flavored whiskey brother, 80s guy. What up, 80s guy? Good to see you, my man. Of course, the lovely Miss Janet is here, so we're going to be all right tonight. Space Case Collectible, my homie. What up, dog? Good to see you. Oh, the OG Willie Survive is in the house early. What up, Willie? Also
Hey,
known as.
Willie, what's going on? How you doing, my brother? Love to see you here. It takes me a minute to get to your phone.
Don't do it, man. Not with that money.
The lovely man, Phil's Treehouse is here. Good to see you, Phil, man. I love you.
Love you, man.
Looking forward to seeing you back in the YouTube space. We got 90, my man, 90 miles from comics with his usual hashtag, hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. What up, 90? Good to see you. John Stout, aka Fatty Boom Batty, is here. What up, John? Appreciate you coming through, joining us tonight. They're loving the Bad Santa click out here. Oh shit, AR is in the house. What up, Aggressively Relaxing? That's my Jigs Discord homie right there. Haven't seen you today, though, AR. What's up, man?
There's AR. Where is he? I'm a little slow tonight.
He's just below that one.
Oh gosh. Oh wow.
There he is.
Yes, Bad Santa, and those are clips from Bad Santa, and as you mentioned, and also from my other favorite Christmas movie, which is the 1951 version of Scrooge, starring Alistair Sim. I forget the person who plays Marley's ghost, but he's the best Marley's ghost I've ever seen. Those are my two favorite movies. Very different movies.
1951. So we're talking what, 73 years ago? Woo-wee! That's a long time. Mojo 88 is in here as well. What up, Mojo? Good to see you, my man.
Oh, what's up, Mojo? That's Christmas.
AR's been gone in the Discord because he's building a playground for his kids. So shout out to Super Dad.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. God bless. I don't envy those. I don't envy that task, my friend. But good luck with that.
He was going all out, so it was a lot of work.
Yeah, man. God bless. We got a dad like that, man.
I wish I had it.
Yeah, I know, right? Having a bad dad is, I'd rather have a no dad.
It's better to have no dad than a bad dad. 1,000%. Yes.
Amen. Oh man, so as I mentioned, I've been sick since Sunday night, like a dog. I didn't do a damn thing all weekend, barely read anything. How about you? What have you been doing?
I have not been reading my book. We were just talking about it. I was like, I haven't been able to get my books for the past 3 weeks as they've been delayed. And I was going to go in today, but of course they were delayed again. So I'm going to try and go in on Friday, but I am way behind on my reading. But I will be ready for the January 3rd show where we talk about our top reads of 2024. I will be ready for that. Rest assured.
That's why I'm showing the Christmas stuff now, because we won't see you guys until at least I won't see you guys again until after Christmas, and that's gonna be like the 3rd of January when we do our end of the year best of show. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll be all healthy and rested from Christmas by then. So there's that.
Fingers crossed.
I hope so. Yeah, dear Janet, please give Janet a paid night off. Signed, Phil. Oh, bless her. She's a trooper. She's
Janet's her own boss, so she'll give herself that day off.
That's right. She will. Believe me, if she needed one, she would take it. she's a woman of her own mind. She will not be if she don't want to be. But it's sweet that you're thinking about her. So man, other than being sick, there's I guess running around for Christmas. Is everybody running around buying presents and stuff like that? Are you?
Yeah. I bought one of my wife's presents, but I need to buy probably a couple more. So we got some work to do. I still got to buy my mama a present, which reminds me, she never responded to me. So I probably should call her when we get off the phone.
Well, thank you, my tea brother, Larry Love, playing the hits on The Quiet Storm. Having some licorice tea should be good for my lungs. Licorice good for the lungs, by the way. I don't think you know that. Also, our onions. Unknown fact. So,
me, my mama, real quick. What's up, mama?
Yo, mama. What's happening? Oh, Oh,
Larry Love just snuck in as well, also known as.
I just shouted him out.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Sorry, I was on the phone. My bad. I'm back.
All you young folks multitasking and all this stuff. Get working y'all to death, man. I know it got you already in that mode of doing 3 things at once, but I can barely do one thing at once.
Willie Survive says 2024 was terrible. Yes, here's looking to 2025. Hopefully, it's a better, more economical year for all of us.
I hope so.
I feel like I got knocked down at a socioeconomic level this year.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Yeah, I know.
Groceries more than anything. That grocery bill is really eating into the family budget here.
Where you shop usually?
My wife does the shopping, but she shops at Aldi's and
my wife.
Yeah, my wife. She shops at the normal places, Aldi's, Walmart, Target. But groceries are up everywhere. And our incoming president said that he was going to lower those groceries prices, but apparently recently he said that might not be so easy to do. So,
psych.
Shocker.
Anyone that voted for him for those reasons, God help you, because any president does not control the prices of goods.
They do not. Shout out to the Kroger ladies.
Kroger ladies, God bless them. Everybody.
We need to get our Costco membership back.
Oh my God, you cannot live. You got 2 kids, man.
Yeah, we got to get that
Costco
back.
membership back. Go buy stuff in bulk. Man, oh man, just 2 of us, plus the pets. But we go to Costco and we have stuff we can't even eat fast enough. Throw some chicken today. It hurt my heart. Hurt me so bad. Damn, that stuff costs money, man. Yeah. I tell you, I was out today. I had got stressed out. I had to drop something off at the post office. I don't want to go nowhere near a post office this time of year. And I had to go there to drop this letter off because it was late. It was stuck in the mailbox for a long time. And I used to go to the mailbox a lot. So I had to go to the post office. There's people in there like crazy. I used to work UPS store in my last job where I worked for someone else. And it's every time I'm at any place where people are dropping stuff off and there's long lines, I just have PTSD flashbacks from that. So I'm getting over it now. I was like, I ran in and ran out. When I was working there, I remember people used to come in all the time with boxes and just drop shit off and leave. Damn, I want to be that guy one day. God bless. I finally am. I can come in and just drop my shit and later, off you go, folks. Off I go.
We got Hooked on Juno sneaking in. What up, homie? He says the world's smallest Comic-Con is in Juno, and Scott McCloud is coming through.
Scott McCloud, yeah. He's well known. Not the Scott McCloud, the Space Angel from the 1960s. Y'all are old enough to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's cool, man. As long as you got a comic convention of any kind coming there, that's awesome. Perfect logistics and fitting whole departments of people that used to do jobs that computers do now, I should say, make shit more expensive. Yeah, I can answer that for you aggressively. Greed. Plain old greed.
Greed is good, as they say.
As the rate of inflation goes, everyone should be making $20 an hour right now minimum. That should be the actual average wage. But when you got people at the top who say like, I just got to have more every year. That makes me special. Fuck those at the bottom. We just use them like firewood and take all the tax cuts and all that stuff. But anyway, what else we got going on here?
I'll say it's the culture war is left versus right, but I really would like to see it to be us versus the super rich. I would really like to see that matchup.
That's what it is now. That's what it is. I mean, even though it's like a handful of them, they're very, very, very powerful. Very, very rich.
Elon Musk is apparently running the government now, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that's just not going to work, man. There's just not enough space for those 2 massive egos to exist in the same hemisphere. I'm just popcorn eating, waiting. If I ate popcorn, I'd be munching to see what happens when they just clash and that whole partnership, comes to a head. I can't see it lasting.
Bernie's been arguing that we're not a democracy, we're an oligarchy for some time. And I don't know how you can argue against that watching Elon Musk tweet here the past week.
Sure. I mean, that's Jimmy Carter said it a few years ago, even. Bernie's spot on. Yeah. Everybody laughed at Elon like, he's what an idiot. He paid $44 million for this failing Twitter thing. Yeah, really. You know what 44 billion is to him?
Nothing.
Yeah, it ain't shit. He's made
It's a tax write-off.
He's made over 200 billion since the election. Just since the election. So you got that shit back in spades, man. So it's they play the long game. We don't see the big picture. But
80s guys talking about growing his own food,
Wheat?
and I've had thoughts about doing that in our backyard. I would have a lot to learn, but I've thought about it many times. Man, it might be time to stop thinking about it.
Only thing
I could grow some tomatoes at least.
Man, you like tomatoes?
I love tomatoes.
Man, I wish I knew. I could have FedEx you some tomatoes, man. We had tomatoes we couldn't throw away. We had so many tomatoes this year, thanks to my lovely wife. And we grow everything except weed. I buy my weed from the store, but
Smoke weed every day.
I probably would buy that, grow that pretty soon. But it's so easy to just go buy it.
You probably I put some salt on some tomatoes. I'll eat that as a whole meal, dog. It's so good.
Oh yeah. I mean, we had so many good tomatoes, man. Yes, sir, Bob, 80s guy. Yes, heirlooms. Oh, really? No,
Phil, you're in North Carolina. When did you get to North Carolina? What? I thought you were in Michigan.
Yeah, I guess a big Lions roaring fan. Yeah. Well, I'm a Cub fan. I'm in Pacific Northwest, so I guess people move, man. Move where you need to move to. Yeah, that's too bad, man. I mean, I'm sure he's got a good reason for being there, but man, I don't know if I can live in a prohibition state again. I hope I never have to.
Don Juno's having troubles with the typo. He meant to say more, and then he meant to say move equal more, but he ended up saying move equal move. we got you hooked on Juno. I understand you.
Yeah, I know that autocorrect, man. That's just
he's thinking ahead to Heroes Con. Yes, Phil will be at Heroes Con. I have hopes and dreams of being at Heroes Con again next year. We'll see if my budget agrees with that. It's expensive to get out there, man. It really is.
We just do Amazon. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, John. Amazon, even though not owned by Jeff anymore, he made $1 zillion selling it, but he's still on the board. But Amazon, we living out here in the sticks, we couldn't make it without Amazon because we get shit every day. I mean, I have this addiction to potato chips. I have these certain kind of Siete, like what are they, sea salt and Serrano with some vinegar or something like that. I get them for $3.99 on Amazon a bag, and they cost like $4.99 in the store. I get these suckers delivered to me next day, and I have not had a problem with them getting crushed or anything. I get like 4 bags of potato chips left at my doorstep like 4 times a week. I mean, 3 or 4 times a week.
Wow,
it's like the fucking potato chip fairy comes to visit me and just leaves us, his goods on the front. Oh, look at this, more potato chips. Isn't that awesome? So without Amazon, I don't know if we can boycott Amazon. I wish I could, Hades, but I just cannot. I can't quit you, Amazon. I just can't. Hey, Critical, what's up? What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
What up?
Going well. Potato chips. They are addictive, man. And I found some that are healthy as potato chips can be, So I just, they're not fried in the seed oil or anything. And they, from I don't know if they're organic potato chips, probably not, but they are good as hell. And man, I eat them. She can't quit Amazon either. Yeah.
Jeff Bezos knew what he was doing, didn't he?
Absolutely.
I signed up for my Amazon account 24 years ago.
That's been that long.
Yeah, 24 years ago.
That's Ross. What's up, Ross? Potato Fairy should be featured in I Hate Fit for real, man. You just produce a bunch of potato chips for people and shit. Maybe turn them into potato chips. I don't know. Come up with something. Oh no! That's because they do eat people. Literally, they just eat their lives and just reduce them to just like quivering masses. because that's what these big corporations do by squeezing everybody out. But it's so damn convenient. That's the problem. You just I don't know. We're working on it, but
Convenience is the killer. I've said it many times before. When I read the book 1984 by George Orwell, I thought it was a stupid book because I thought that the government would have to force us to put these devices into our homes. I did not know that convenience would have us welcoming these things into our homes. George Orwell is a prophet. You see these drones, it's just a matter of time till guns are on those drones. You see Elon Musk walking out with these robots, just a matter of time till those robots have guns. 1984 is gonna happen.
Oh my God.
Inevitable.
I
don't have facts to back this up,
but I think Elon's behind the drones. I think he's just playing crazy. He's like, "Ooh, I have no idea what those drones are from." Like Trump is saying, like, "Oh, I have no idea." That's just part of the new surveillance system, like you're saying. He's already got that shit up in the air, man. They're looking out for us, and it's like any problem, they're gonna seek your ass out and just do an immediate assassination or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah, the drone story seems like a nothing story to me, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, some of it is kind of manufactured too. There's some people who are identifying like the planet Venus and like stars and maybe like things, planes as unidentified flying objects. And the drones are probably just, and the government is looking real guilty by saying that we don't know what they are, but we're sure that they're not harmful. So okay. And you better not shoot them down, otherwise we'll come get you. So there's something going on with those drones, but it's I don't think it's nothing that we can, one, do anything about, and two, worry about, because what's the point? You can't do anything about them anyway. Just hey,
Have you seen the quantum chip news?
Yeah, I think it
Google
has,
made?
Vince. So yeah, I think it definitely. What's up, Vince? By the way, yeah, reality has, yeah. Now the comics are just like just like reality. The quantum chip allegedly, I'm hearing maybe in a few years it'll be on the market. I'm going to try to not buy another computer until they come out, because you think your computers are obsolete now. Wait until the damn quantum chip comes out. You have more information on the quantum chip?
They say that the quantum AI chip taps into parallel universes.
Oh, now we're fucked. We just downright fucked now. Do you really want every pimply faced teenager tapping into a parallel universe? We could
It's
open
crazy.
I mean, we're not far from World Tree being a reality, like Vince just said.
No, not World Tree, Terminator 2. There's a great scene in Terminator 2 where Arnold Schwarzenegger's talking about how things break down. And what does it all start with? It starts with the quantum chip being invented, which rapidly expands our technology until Skynet becomes self-aware. I'm telling you, Terminator 2 predicts this chip and what it does. It's kind of scary, dude. I think we're screwed. I really do. I think we're screwed. Sorry, kids.
They mentioned the quantum chip in Terminator?
They talk about, when Schwarzenegger's driving and he's talking to Sarah Connor, and he's telling her how it all goes down, and the whole story starts with the chip being invented, which rapidly expands technology.
That means it was in development way back then. I'm sure they were working on it.
I think they predicted this was happening in the 2020 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So
that's about
no, maybe it was. Yeah, I don't remember the date, but the date was off. But yeah, I think things are getting crazy. It feels like things are going to get crazy here in the near future.
I mean, we're the kind of people that's going to end up, killing ourselves because we're doing stupid shit. All in the name of being. Do you ever need a computer to be like 1,000,000 times faster than that? I mean, they're not doing it just so we can surf the internet faster. They're doing it as a weapon. Everything's about a weapon. Everything's about power and control. This is. Oh, look, AI is here. It's your friend. Every time you open up any YouTube video, the first commercial is about some sort of AI. So they're gonna be lubing us up for the quantum chip pretty soon too. That read so many books today on your day off. The Last Mermaid. Oh, Trade, Escape, Paul Pope, or as 80s guy would say, Paul Nope, and Richard Corbin. Oh, damn it, Richard Corbin. Have I read that? I don't think I have. I love Richard Corbin's art though. It was a great, great mail day for me up here. But God bless, man. I know how it is. You're probably in the dark like we are and cold like we are up here. Man, that's great to have kick back on some comic books.
Go back in time and grab ASM1. Is that what we're using our time travel for? I feel like there's some other things we could do with time travel.
I gotta tell you though, I've often fantasized about that. If I could just like go back in time to like 1961 and pick up some copies of Fantastic Four off the #1 off the rack and just go right back.
Yeah, for me, it's 1992, 93, going back to my old comic shop and just going ham in there, just buying everything.
Back before everything really blew up.
ASM 300s on the wall for $10.
Yep.
Just crazy.
Yep. God, I regret selling that ES3. I sold that shit for peanuts. Peanuts, I tell you. I should have kept it. Yeah, you got it right there. Yeah. Sarah Connor. Yes. Yeah. You just going door to door, blowing away everybody named Sarah Connor. Next.
Yes. And the writer of, I think the writer for Terminator and Matrix are one and the same, and they are connected. Yes.
Oh. Wow.
Terminator happens, the robots win, and then they subjugate us to be the batteries in the Matrix.
Yeah. It's funny how the Frankenstein effect continues to happen. Like man creates things, and the thing becomes too out of control for him to handle, and next thing you know, you're subservient to the thing you created. Oh, it won't be long. You know that's right. Oh my God. So yeah, what's this other one here?
Like Phil's doing the deep dive on how you logistically do this. He's really put some thought into it.
That makes sense because who knows what would happen to them if you tried to go through, the time portal, whatever device you use to travel with. So that's something that Phil's thought about this a lot too. I thought about this a lot. You could set yourself up if you were to go back and do that, man. I mean, like for millions of dollars. I mean, nobody would know. Look at this file collection of classic comics. Just all of a sudden there's at the Heritage House auctions in these different places. So yeah, I thought about that a lot.
Well, I'm sure there's something more lucrative than comics. I wonder, is there though? Is there something more lucrative?
There must be
baseball cards or something.
Baseball cards from that era, sure. Yeah, I mean, I say equally as lucrative. I would say. What's up, Damien? Good to see you, my friend. I love that video you and Jack made, man. Oh my God, they made a video. They were doing the comic book crawl in Portland. That was so nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Always good to see the homies together too.
I know. I've been in 3 of those places, man. So I was like, I was just on the streets. Oh, okay, I've been there. I've seen that. It's just so cool, man. I love that.
Shout out to the Big Tuna in the chat, and also shout out to Space Case who's giving the Unabomber some love. Didn't have that on my bingo card.
Hey, well, the Unabomber was right. The Unabomber, Magneto, and Karl Marx were all right. Yes, all those people, they were laughed at. But now,
yeah, Janet's thinking what I'm thinking. Go back, buy some Apple stock, or go back and buy Bitcoin. In the early days, that would have been cool.
Yeah, I know. If you just want to be rich,
that's all I want. That's all I want.
I know.
Yes. I mean, yes, please.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it depends on what makes you happy, though. I mean,
money.
To me, that
money
would
makes me happy.
Does it though?
Yes.
You say that now because you need to pay your bills and all that, and you're working hard.
It's the only problem I had my whole life is money.
but then you have those who have billions and are still miserable. What the fuck is wrong?
Yeah, because you get new problems, right? And I'd like some new problems, please. That sounds cool to me.
Well, you be careful what you wish for, my friend. That's not just a cliche.
I'm willing to give it a try.
I hear you.
Give me a bunch of money and prove me wrong. I'm down. Because the thing is, everybody says that, be careful what you wish for, but the rich people aren't giving their money up. They're not like, I don't want to be rich anymore. Nobody says, oh, I don't want to be rich anymore. Nobody says that. So I don't know. It feels like a scam to me. Superman trailer out tomorrow. I am excited about that. I dropped a clip today from, I'm sorry, real quick. I dropped a clip today from FOC and Chill last night. I dropped a clip this morning. So if you don't want to watch the whole show, you can watch just a little clip of it where we talk about Superman and Luigi Mangione, or however you say his name. So check it out.
Yes. There you go. Luigi Mangione.
Hooked on Juno.
Blazing them Christmas trees. You know that's right. Did I mention?
Smoke weed every day.
Hooked on Juno's better than all of us. Look, we're talking about buying comics, and he's talking about saving lives.
That's just an altruistic nature right there. Yeah,
I don't know that you could stop 9/11 even if you knew about it. Who's going to believe you? Like, how, who's going to believe you?
Well, they told Bush about it. He just ignored it, But I guess you're right. Don't get me going down that conspiracy theory.
Yeah, that's all I can
don't get me going down there.
Well,
don't get me going down
Nate,
that fell down anyway. Don't get me. And what actually hit the Pentagon, and nobody actually ever seen it. That's all I'm saying. I'm through. That's all about 9/11.
Yeah, 80s guy, you can buy you can buy great healthcare with money though, right? I mean, they're all related as far as I can tell.
Yeah. But we can buy it with money, but then that's just you and a lot of rich people have committed suicide. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it just won't. Sometimes if you get to that point where you got everything and there's still a hole in your soul where something is missing. If you already got everything, your life is complete, and all you need to do is pay your bills, and then you just need money to make it complete. But then once everybody know you got that money, and everybody's hey, what's up, cuz? Hey, you know me? I need that 5,000. I'm going to start a business. Hey, what about me? I'm family. Motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Juno, you're going straight to jail, bro. No, bro, don't do that. You're going straight to jail. In 2001, yeah, don't do that. They putting you out. They putting you out, bro.
If you said something like, if you did warn them, they would blame you as being the terrorist. I mean, whether you're Middle Eastern or not, because that's just lazy police work. This guy made a threat. Lock him up. Place closed.
That reminds me of being in college post 9/11 and hearing about people getting harassed on campus, Middle Eastern looking people. And I remember just trolling campus, wishing a motherfucker would in front of me. Wishing they would, dog. I wish somebody would have been racist like that. I would have lost my shit. Yeah, that was a crazy time.
The problem is expectations. If you don't expect money to solve everything, then just get rich and keep
I would definitely keep quiet about it. If I did.
I wouldn't
tell anybody, but there'd be signs.
There would be signs. And loose lips sink ships, So somebody gonna talk. Somebody's gonna talk. That's gonna happen, man. But
and what up to XICX? Because I don't know how to pronounce that. But what up, homie?
Exactly. What he said. What's happening? What happening? Free Luigi. Damn right. But
he's a cold-blooded murderer. Leave his ass in jail. Right. That's another thing we talked about is judge, jury, and executioner, and how problematic that is.
Yeah, well, that's how that works. Speaking of which, we'll be talking on the brother Luigi. We mentioned before the show how this poor woman, this Florida woman, was arrested for just making this offhanded remark that someone regards a threat, and now this woman is facing like $100,000 to walk, or maybe it's a $10,000 to walk, but she ain't got $10,000 to walk. It's a $100,000 bond, and the sheriff is she's gonna send her to prison and all this shit because she made this offhanded remark. What Luigi said, the whole deny, defend, depose, and you guys are next. I mean, they took that.
That's where she fucked up. She fucked up.
She doesn't even own a gun, no, man. If this wasn't right after that assassination, they just would have hung up on and said, okay. But after this assassination, they figured, let's set this example. Let's let all the rest of these clowns here know that this is not tolerated.
You never want to put yourself in the position to be the example, especially when it's rich folks who want to set the example.
You do not. Because, man, believe me, the worst thing that they can, the worst nightmare is us having health care and them not being able to rip us off. Because I heard Marjorie MTG, whose name never passes my lips, but I heard some story about her where she said the story was like MTG is afraid after the assassination of Thompson, the CEO. I thought, oh, maybe she's afraid of being shot. This motherfucker's afraid of us getting health care. She said, I'm afraid now that the liberals will try to stand up and get health care. Like, really? You're afraid of that? You taking so much money from the insurance companies that you're hoping that the gravy train doesn't stop. That's what's happening. You know, so
I'll have to look that up. That sounds weird.
yeah. I mean, find it. I do have facts to back that up. Yes.
Yeah, no, that sounds weird that she would say that. I'm like, why would she say that?
That's why I was done. Like, really? It's maybe one of those Young Turks videos or some shit. Like it was a YouTube video.
I do feel bad for this woman. It sucks that they're doing this to her, and I'm hoping that as things cool off, that they cool off on riding her as well, because people say things out of frustration, they get mad, and like what the likelihood of her actually doing it should come into should be a factor, but at the same time, she did directly threaten, and you can't do that. You just
she didn't know, man. She didn't know she's gonna get this kind of blowback. The poor woman,
ignorance is not an excuse.
Not an excuse, but who knows how they're gonna react to this kind of shit. And she doesn't even own a gun. She's just a poor broke mother of I don't know how many 2 or 3 kids. It's just
that's the shitty part, right? Is she's not equipped at all to deal with what they're doing to her, and that sucks. And that's the problem with our court system. Really, is that whatever you say about our court system, we all understand and accept that more money equals better outcomes, and that
back to your original thing, but money changes everything.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
It does, but
money is everything.
I would never say that. I would say money is important in this man's world.
Money,
but it ain't
money. That's the little domino. Rest the soul.
It damn sure ain't everything. I refuse to say that. Now, on another note, I meant to talk about this a few weeks ago when this shit happened, but everything else was happening and going on. This motherfucker. Did you hear about this?
No.
Chinese crypto businessman eats his controversial art project for $6.2, I'll get it right, $6.2 million banana art. The installation was just like a fucking banana taped, oh God, I hate pop-up ads, a banana duct taped to a wall. And that was a $6 million art installation. Now, this is why I detest the fine art world. I don't know. I really think that there's a bunch of posers. Well, to some folks it is. This such a bunch of posers, man. And this fucker could have used that $6.2 million to help some people, to do something. He had $6 million burning a hole in his pocket. Nope, I got to be that guy. This is the problem with money. He's got too much of it and don't know what to do with it. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to eat a $6 million banana just because I can and you can't. How bad a motherfucker am I? That's what that's about, right? That's just a big flex, a big $6 million flex. Fucking fine art. They laugh at us comic book people.
That's just something we got to accept that in the comic book space too. Is like there's just people with a fuck ton of money,
Yeah.
We get mad about these exclusives, we get mad about these variants, but there's just people who have the money, and it's not for us; it's for them.
I mean, not to the degree of this. I mean, if somebody pays $6.2 million for a Superman first appearance of Action Comics Action 1, okay, well, you just got that to throw around. But this was, first of all, banana taped to a wall, not art, but this expensive gallery. All these rich, pretentious fuckers are pretending of this art, and he gets all this publicity for just just wasting it, basically. It's almost like a publicity I can't even talk today, man. My lips are not working right. A publicity stunt. It seems. Yes. And Phil, that's spot on, because bad idea. I think that guy comes from the fine art world. The Invisible Comic. Yeah, he's using that same fine art scarcity shit. Rather than making. Oh, geez, I hit the mic, the mute button. Sorry about that, folks. Man, rather than spending on something that's real, He spends it on that piece of crap. So yeah.
Yeah, Bad Idea, the Invisible Slab. That's when I turned on Bad Idea, because that was just insulting. I thought it was incredibly insulting. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that Bad Idea's entire marketing ploy was insulting to comic book collectors, because it said, hey, you guys are a bunch of idiots and we're gonna fucking sell shit to you like you are a bunch of idiots. And that's when I was like, all right, Bad Idea has some good books, but I'm not a fan of this bullshit they're doing.
They have great creators working for them, but their tactics I hate. And they got something else coming out too, but they're trying to be inaccessible. Like, rather than making it, available on FOC, or at least
that's the game, though. That's what creates, and this is something that is just plain true in our space, is that's what creates value in this space. That's why those Mark Spears Monsters books are going ham, is because there's you have to build in scarcity to generate hype.
You loaded in a banana a little bit too much, my friend. Like you've done this before. Oh my God. Oh well, that's a different strokes, baby. But it's still a stupid thing to do. Yeah, yeah. So Bad Idea. Bad idea. $6 million bananas, also a bad idea. The last thing I wanted to share was this one here. A lot of you guys probably already know about this person, Matt with 4 T's, comic book and manga history. I think it's kind of new. I don't know if have you heard of him?
No. He's only got 21 videos, so he must be new.
He is new, but he's got like 252,000 subscribers. And I could be wrong, but that's more than Tom, Jim Mint, and I think even in Casualty Comics, who has a shit ton of Casualty Comics, and Comic Tropes has got a bunch. I think this is more than anybody I can think of.
Comics Explained has more.
Okay, all right. I'm sure there are souls, but you agree he's in the upper echelon. All of a sudden, he's up there, with just the 21 videos, because his videos are super highly polished, which people love. The one I saw was the one about Jeff Smith and Bone. He's got all the ones he's got are all mostly indie comics. There's some Batman one right there, but the Jeff Smith one, I don't see it right now. There's one on Rob Liefeld. Can't wait to see that one. I'd love to see these things of him. And the Jeff Smith one was like super cool. It shows how Jeff Smith, that is, had a hand in bypassing Marvel's sales. Even he sold more copies of Bone due to his publisher's distribution practices more than Marvel even sells for their regular comics. So that was a pretty interesting video. So check out Matt. Y'all get a chance.
Looks cool.
Yeah. So there's that. So yeah, man, a lot of time we just been bumping my gums here for the whole time here. Our time flies when you're having fun and talking stuff about comics. What's this? She indeed. How is that different than 20 variants for insert Marvel comic here? I don't know. I'm afraid I have no response. I can't answer that question. Well, it'd be great. Just another. It's got another happy. They might as well. I mean, they're punking the people anyway. I mean, I don't know who they're punking, us, the general public, the sucker who spent the $6 million, or the media, or I don't know. But either way, it's just some crazy shit. Crazy shit, man. All right, before time runs out here, I want to get on these comics that we don't have a guest tonight. Next time when we come back on the regular Wednesday show, we will have a guest, God willing. It won't be a regular, but probably have 1 or 2 a month. But I'm working on getting something together. But right now, man, boy, I couldn't do a damn thing this week. I was so out of it. You didn't go get yours today.
No books for me. Delayed again.
Delayed, defend the post. That's right. I'm getting my books from last week when I go to now. I don't go for this week's comics anymore. I've just given up on that. It's just not gonna happen, because Diamond it's gotta be circling the drain right now, man. Because who's Boom just left him. I think Marvel left him already. Didn't Marvel? No, Marvel didn't leave him. DC left him, and Boom has left him, and so it's just a matter of time before I think another one of those companies that it was left. If I'm not mistaken, the owner's father, Steve Jeppy, uh, he left it to his son. I think he's in charge now, and things aren't going so well with his son in charge. But I could not have my facts right. All right, first thing I picked up was this Flash number 1, the first appearance of any Flash. Yes, it's an original. It's worth $100,000. No, it's just a fucking reprint. And DC does it. Not a big DC fan, as y'all know, but man, DC does the best reprints. This was a $10 book, a 10-cent book, I say, when it was originally printed back in the 40s. Now it costs $7 to reprint a book this size. And it smells as of newsprint as a good comic book should. They do reprints right. Love DC reprints.
As a comic book should.
That's right. Winston tastes good. You remember that shit, man? I think you're old enough to remember that. Like cigarette shit. Absolute Batman. I'm completely caught up on it because there's only 2 issues of it, and it's awesome. Weird lightning here. Number 3, I believe this is the one that's going to contain his origin. So this could be, I guess, as important as a modern comic book can be in the current continuity.
It's time for me to read that one.
Oh, you gotta read that one, man. You got 3 issues now, so you can just blow right through them and you can read them. And I think this may be the end of the arc. It might be the first arc. Not sure.
Already in 3 issues? Wow.
It might be. It's probably, it may not be the end of the arc, but it's definitely an important, because we finally reveal the first 2 issues. They haven't really shown. They've alluded to what made him who he is. So now we're just gonna like wrap it up and not wrap it up, but like, oh, okay, this is how he became Batman. Sacrificers, number 13. Probably gonna go, I think, I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate, but this is number 13. That's all I know. It's an ongoing issue until it ends. From Rick Remender. Great book. Tin Can Society. Oh, I'm so sad that this book is just, no one is reading it. I mean, I saw
you're the only person I know talking about it.
Person, man. And the video I made about it, nobody watched it. It's like, that's okay. That's not why I make videos anyway. That's not why I got into this business. I got into for the love of the game, damn it. And this is a good ass book, man. And
you're doing the Lord's work, though, right? I mean, and this is something that Comic Tom talked about in the Sticky Goose versus Comic Tom video, and it went largely unnoticed, I feel like, because everybody was talking about Sticky Goose getting owned. But Comic Tom said some really cool stuff. And one of the things he talked about is that if we stop doing what we're doing, regardless of how many views you're getting, if we stop coming online talking about these comic books, then comic books may go away, because comic books are not marketing themselves. We are the advertisers for these things. So even though that Tin Can Society may not have got as many views as you would have liked, you're still doing the Lord's work, brother.
Well, bless you. And then thank you for making that and bringing that comment that Tom made out so people can see it. A lot of people
I thought it was important. Yeah. And shout out to the homie Perry Gaming, aka Perry Comics, aka Comic Lore.
Hey, and then there's my friend D'Artagnan. How are you, D'Artagnan? Yes. Yeah. So next book is Motherfucking Monsters. This is the Tulalote cover. What's her real name again? Or her
Lisa Woods, aka my future wife.
Okay, unbeknownst to the present wife, yes.
Nor her. Nobody knows about it but me, but that's okay. My wife.
That's my wife. She does not know yet. This has got some funny looking art in it, but I feel like it might be good. It's got a really good writer on it, and I think the artist is really kind of a hot artist right now, but might not be for everybody, the art that is, but I can suspend belief with art, no problem. If the story is good, I can read a stick figure comic. Doesn't matter to me. This one I almost picked up last night for some reason. Nah, don't buy that. This is a 1 in 10 G.I. Joe number 2, the Nakayama cover. And I got it for cover price. It was just on the shelf at Danger Room. So
Yeah, I'll never pass that up in a book I'm collecting. Yeah,
I know, right? I'm a Nakayama fan too, so I could not pass on that. Shout out Frank. I saw them down at the Danger Room today. I was out there. I struggled out into the world. I am doll parts. This is Luana Vecchio. I think it was out last week, but this is technically last week. So there you go. And this is a thick book too, with $3.99. Image will give you their money's worth, man. Give you your money's worth, I should say. Really thick book for $3.99. And this one with artwork is amazing. Continuation of Lovesick. Maybe not continuation, but like the Lovesick universe. The Power of Fantasy, number 5. This is coming along quite well. Very well written series. There are a few people reading this, unlike the Tin Can Society. It has a little bit.
I feel like the buzz has died down for it, though.
It has died down, but it's still. I think people like me are still into it. I mean, that means it has died down. So yeah, it's died down a little bit. I think it's a real good series, and it's going to.
I mean, wasn't that number one? It was showing up on lists on Key Collector and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so it was getting some buzz.
It's still hard to find some of those early variants, but it's not nothing that can't be it's not like it's a I don't know what's the hottest book out there now, Mark Spears Monsters rare thing or something like that.
This was the first week on JP's list where we didn't have a Mark Spears monster. We had Mark Spears books, but we did not have a Mark Spears Monsters book. First week in a while.
Oh, that was it. The variant. I didn't catch the show. Was that the which
Thundercats variant? Yeah,
that's a badass one. I like to get out.
Nice.
I don't even read on it. I just want the virgin cover. Yeah, I don't even care about reading the book. Yeah, that's very.
Luck on that one.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
A 1 in 10 going for like $65, I think.
Oh, that's not going to happen. I'll definitely use the JP method on that one. Then.
Yeah, 6 months.
That's right. That's right. We talked about this last week, or was it? I think it was last week. Yeah, this was the penultimate book last week. This is the B cover. This is by who is this? I forget who the B cover is, but it's a pretty nice B cover. Got the A cover coming from my comic shop, so I picked up the B. About the mushrooms, not mushrooms. That's a different story. And this big one here is Ready to Fix. This is bigger than I expected. I mean, it's like a magazine size. This is from Garth Ennis. Yeah, Garth Ennis and Mike Perkins. This is kind of right up Garth's alley. This is like the Ray Donovan of the supernatural kind of a thing here. I can see a lot of good possibilities with this. The guy that wrote Preacher, writing a fixer in Hollywood and supernatural stuff going on with it. And the last one from the shop is the final book from last week, and I'll be talking about it again later on, War on Gaza, from Joe Sacco.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Have you read it?
I have read it, only because my lovely wife, she purchased one from Amazon. It came like yesterday. Like, wow, it beat the new comic book day thing. So I was able to read it last night and check it out, and it's all that. We'll talk more about it later. But actually, I ordered it from my comic shop for like half price almost, and I got the news today that it had been canceled. Or they probably found out they didn't. They gave me too much of a discount on it or something. Or
they probably didn't have enough. I bet.
Yeah, this one, it might have been. I hope so. I hope that was the reason. But also there was 3 or 4 other books got canceled too. So I was able to do another order today and almost pay it, almost nothing for a shipment because they owed me for those pre-orders. So like 3 other books got canceled or re-solicited, as they say. I'll talk more about this later. And Joe Sacco was a pretty cool dude. Frank met him and had him at the local Olympia comic show back before in the before times, before COVID. I picked up some stuff from speaking of my comic shop. It came yesterday. Like took forever to get here with the mail. Synap was one of these books that was not maybe a penultimate, but it was definitely a contender. I forget what this is about, but I think it's clearly about robots and naked ladies or something like that. I don't know. That could be. I don't know. It was worth the I know. Take my money. All right. Also, Minor Arcana number 3. This is a 1 in 25. It doesn't look all that. That's probably why I got it for so cheap, like $7. So 1 in 25. That's my kind of 1 in 25 right there. Sometimes you can get those from my comic shop. Quite often, in fact.
Perry needs to look into that for research purposes. I feel you on that one.
Yes.
Naked ladies might need to look into that for research.
Yes, all that jazz. Me too, Critical. Man,
I need to read that one. That's high on my list.
It's getting
I have
good.
it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that you haven't read it yet. Maybe you can pick up the first 3 issues, or either trade wait for it, whichever. But it works. It may work for you better if you because now that it's the 3rd issue has come out, it's really gotten good. So yeah, it's for real. And Jeff is talking about, I think this is going to be like 4 volumes. So he'll probably like do a volume and take a break, and do a volume and take a break. But he's already probably got it planned out, and he's drawing it himself. So it doesn't need to wait for the artist to become available, which is kind of cool when you can do it yourself. You know? Pretty awesome. James T. I have not. This is a few weeks ago. I had the what do they call it? Not a facsimile, but an archive edition of Memetic. This is the Woods #1 archive edition. So I have not read. This is another one of his early works. I guess Boom is now reprinting a lot of his stuff that got overlooked before. Before you hit the big time.
I started. Yeah, that's Michael Dialinus on the art. So the same guy as The Wind. And I started that trade, but I stopped. I should get back to that.
Yeah. And speaking of Memetic, this is a hard book to find. I guess if you in a city where there's lots of comic book shops like Portland, where you can just go surfing and can find stuff. But here we only got 2, and my comic shop's only got this. They don't have issue number 3 available. Only issue number, not even number 1. Issue number 2 is the only one I could find that's available. And there's no collected edition that's in print right now. Really good story. And I jumped back into, I finished, I should say, World Tree, which I think is returning very soon. And I'm excited about it again. Like, oh, that's very cool. It's going in a really, really crazy direction. And
that book is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, but I like where its head's at. This is Win #1. For some reason, I'm not signed up for this yet. Maybe I'll take care of that with Frank. I didn't get my #1 from Danger Room. Maybe I dropped it unintentionally. I may have done that. Not his fault.
Well,
that'll do it. The power of the blood.
Mr. Reed is asking if you're going to be at Emerald City Con next year, because he will be. Critical Entertainment will be there.
Ooh.
But Don Juno will be there. Dang, I want to be there.
Yeah,
sounds fun.
I now that I've mastered the art of taking the train, I probably will do that. I'll probably do it for a day. I'll probably do a day up there because I hate driving and traveling in the winter, going out of the city and all that kind of stuff, But I will take the train up there. It's an hour train ride up to Seattle. So yeah, I'll do that. I hope I see you guys there.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. Maybe probably the Saturday, I'll bet.
Look, Don Juno's gonna have his drinking shoes on. I always have my drinking shoes on at the con. That's where I spend most of my money, actually, is at the bar.
I wanna put on my drinking shoes. All right. I've not read this. I probably will. Just to see how the Hulk character, kind of, is it real, or is it's kind of another one of these money-making things. This is the first in-story appearance of the Hulkette. I did not get the She-Hulk issue, the first cover appearance. I thought about getting when it was available, but then after I think a couple of months, it kind of blew up a little bit. It's probably come back down now, but this is just a low-key spec. What the hell? Something happens. This was a cool cover, Spider-Boy.
As long as you didn't pay too much.
I think 385.
There you go.
Worth every penny. And this is a 1 in 10. This is the Michael Cho design variant for the same book. Design variant theme. This was probably like around $6-7 too. It was less than ratio for the 1 in 10. Mark Spears Monster. Speaking of that one, that guy, this was also cover price. Their books are like $5.99, so they kind of pricing their books like super. They are super indies. I can't hold them for that. This is the second printing. Yeah, second printing. No, first printing of number 2. I'll get it right. The second printing of Mark Spears Monsters number 2. This guy, remember when not Jay Stevens, the other Stevens guy that does the Alien Worlds covers, who's passed away, and it was a documentary about him, and all of his art blew up for like a few months. It was like, all those Alien Worlds covers he did were like going for crazy amounts of money. I'm gonna be looking for those right now. The next show, I'm in Emerald City, I go to try to find some of those. But this guy is alive right now, and his shit is blowing up. It's as big as anyone I've ever seen. I haven't seen a cover artist work blow up like this, and he seems to work pretty quickly because he's writing this book and he's drawing all these awesome covers and for other books too.
I think he's digital. Yeah,
he's probably digital, but yeah, it's still that's work. It takes a while to get that shit done.
He looks great. Yeah,
it does. He's definitely got a style that I love. This is Absolute Batman number 1, third printing. This is the scene, I think, at the end of the first book of issue number 1. This is the scene where he's like, I think he's jumping off a cliff or something with the cycle. Third print. And here's the foil. Number 1. It's number 1. Yeah, let's say it is. Pretty cool.
That's nice.
Love me some foils, man. And Absolute Wonder Woman, second printing. Kelly Thompson, Hayden Sherman. That one. And the final one here, 1 in 50. Absolute Wonder Woman number 2. Got this for like $15?
Yeah, I love that cover.
I know.
There's a trade dress, right? Too. I think I got the trade dress.
Yeah, there's a trade dress. I think it's cover B. I want to say, yeah. Yeah, this is not Panosian. Who is this? This is damn, it slipped my mind. He's in the same category as Panosian, like super cool cover artist. I'll think of it later, but this is super, super cool cover. For 1 in 50, I'll take it all day for that $15. It's
Shout out to the homie Chris, aka Chaos and Comics.
And it seems to be working. Oh, what is this? I have a question about your Winter Soldier slept on. Gosh.
That was a Discord discussion we were having. I don't think you want to be involved in it.
Oh gosh, probably not.
It'll take time to restore chaos.
All right, so that's it for what I picked up. And you say you have nothing for what's good, right?
Nothing for me, but I'll be back in the new year, I promise.
So will I. Well, I'll be back in the new year, God willing. And I'm gonna call it right now. She looks buff. Yeah, man. I know. I love how they can make her look so buff and still look so, so feminine. Very cool. Doesn't mean that you have to be weak to be feminine. All right. So what's good? I guess I'll just start that, and we can move on to the previews before everybody goes to sleep here. All right. Here's what's good. Okay, so you guys know that I only do standalone reviews of books that I like. I just try not to be negative, and what's good is the same way. It's not what's everything. It's what's good. It's only good stuff. But damn, I just felt compelled to talk about this book. I just got to say something. This one, and actually, I got the This is, I think, the B cover. It's called The Stitches. It's also from Keen Spot, and it's from the Execution Posse Holdings is the people who are producing it. So it's called The Stitches. And it's a very cool cover. They got some dope ass cover. Keen Spot knows how to get you. They're dynamite-esque in their way of getting great covers and getting you to buy a book with a cover. You know, when you open up, oh, what's inside? You know. All right. What's up? That's right. Let's keep that branding going, Perry. Okay. That's it. I don't think I think I maybe pre-ordered. I just happened to see it for sale because Jim from Jim's Comics, JIM, had mentioned this, like, hey, you know, this book is it's already been how they say it's associated with Sony in some way. I forget what's happening. It's I don't know. Somehow Sony is in the it could be in development, I should say, this book here. And it's basically this motorcycle gang of ruffians and shit. And I don't know. Some of the artwork, I mean, the artwork is not my favorite. I don't like the way that they lay out the book. Like on the first page here, they're giving us the descriptions of the characters and their personalities, and basically all they're saying is, you know, they're a bunch of scumbags. Dirtbag, 19, the youngest and most unpredictable. A baby scorpion ready to blow his wad, he loses control. Yeah. Stacy, 23, silent, long blonde hair, a harlequin, diamond over one eye, a foot soldier of chaos. You know, all these bad people, you know. And then, you know, all right, great. And just the way that some of these panels are laid out, they unnecessarily have like overlapping like characters, and you can't tell who's saying what because all the characters look kind of alike in some places. I don't like the way that can you see like the way I don't like the way some of they draw faces, you know. I mean, and they have a sense of style. I mean, they can draw. I just don't like their style. You know, I hate to say that shit, but it's just not for me, I guess. And I kind of regret buying it. You know, and all they talk about, and the story is just like basically them saying, yeah, bruh, mom kicked my ass last night. It's like, it's just a scattered story. And then like, it just ends. Okay. And at the end it says like, stay tuned for Papa, which I already ordered, unfortunately, from Tfal. I ordered like the expensive flip cover of Papa Duke, which is due out in January. I hope Papa Duke is not as bad as this. Oh my God! I mean, and it's just a big. I mean, these are all the covers they have. A lot of great covers. I mean, the first cover, I think I got the other cover here, the upper one, the A cover. Just on the wow, this looks good. It's exciting. Jim Comics said it's going to be it's already been licensed and all this. You know, it's my fault for for expecting too much. But I just think like, man, Keen Spot's done some really good books, but unfortunately, this isn't one of them, in my opinion. You know, I mean, but good luck to them. I hope they have success with their shit. But it's it's just not one for me. Yeah, I like Jim's. He likes collecting variants, first appearances, but he doesn't resell or flip. He doesn't. Yeah, he does not. He makes that very clear. You're right. He doesn't. Well, you know, I'm not a. I just buy comics. You know, I'm not a comic salesman. But you guys do what you want. You know, I can't do a very good Jim, especially with a cold. But yeah, I love the way that he has all these books that he doesn't pay more than cover price for, and that's where I've taken up that. That's been my motto from going forward, is to not pay more than cover price for new books. And he does that, and sometimes he really hits the nail on the head with what's coming out. And like with that Wolverine, I should say the Ultimate Wolverine, which came out last week. That cover is already $12, $15. I got 2 or 3 of those coming next week from my comic shop. Couldn't find any out here in a while, so sometimes it pays off. But this was just a case of just not for me. I just have to like. I read it last night. I thought it's because I'm sick and I'm on medication. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Don't like it. It's just not my thing. So enough of me shitting on somebody else's stuff here. But I just had to get that off my chest. Next.
Yeah, Willie Survive says never hear you give a bad review.
I know. I usually don't. I usually don't.
And
I just, like Kevin Smith. If I don't like something, you don't hear about it.
I found Willie Survive's secret channel now too. So
I gotta find. I mean to look that up, man. I mean to look that up. I'm such a
the Great Commission
slouch. Yes. So there's that. One I did kind of like. We're moving a little bit forward. I liked a little bit more. I should say a lot more. Is Long Cold Winter. I actually have. They came out with a trailer for it, and the trailer was very cool. What I like about it is the artwork. And here's the trailer. If you can play that real quick for Long Cold Winter. Here it goes. They make some dope videos at Mad Cave, don't they? That's so awesome. All right, John. Happy holidays to you, my friend.
Thanks for coming through.
Yes. So, Long Cold Winter is by Francesca Perillo and Stefano Cartasilli. And this is another one of these adventures. I thought it was very much reminded me of Love Me, which was one that I liked but didn't like that much. Was from Mad Cave, and this is the same team. That's why it reminded me of that so much. I love the artwork. I mean, not for everybody, but this artwork I love. Because it has a kind of a endearing style to it. Very cool, and it works with the story. And this team must do a lot of stuff together. I should probably look them up. And they have this robot human kind of thing going on. They love to do stories where robots and humans are interacting, and it's almost like the robot. You can't tell who's human and who's a robot. Maybe that's the intention. It's just like, and they're just going through this wilderness, and they meet each other, and it's kind of a cute story. But this one I like a little bit more than I say a lot more than Love Me, and tons more than the Stitches. So yeah, this is something I would look into if you were into that kind of thing. I think was that you or maybe God, who was it? Oh, Damien, who read Love Me and didn't like it. If I was you, Damien, I would give it another try and see maybe you already got it, but it's worth picking up if you can find it. Nice little team. Now, oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. That guy. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Awesome. This, as the late great Grandpa Jones would say, even a blind hog finds an acorn once in a while, and that applies here with Ultimate Universe, the one shot from Marvel that came out last week. I picked up last Thursday. I picked up last Thursday. This is good. This is on par with that Doom one shot that came out a while back and maintained its price and has been kind of like steady and worth it, if not straight cash, since I say steady and worth it for sure. It hasn't lost value at all because that was a really good one shot, and that was more or less like an Elseworlds, or I should say a what if Marvel thing. That's what they do. This one deals with the new Ultimates universe, where Nick Fury is doing the dirty work for the cartel that is run by the Hulk. The Hulk is a badass, nasty motherfucker in the Ultimate universe. I don't know how that's going to sit with a lot of people. But it's a new thing, and it's like, okay, I can deal with that. It's just something different. And he does all these dirty dealings, but in the meantime, he's plotting his revenge against them. He's doing dirt, but he's got this planned out thing where he's gonna like turn on them and stop their reign of terror. Then something happens, and it's pretty damn good. And it also this is also the one with the Wolverine, the Ultimate Wolverine. It's only a cameo, so this is his cameo first appearance in here. He's not in there for very long. So the way that it ends is very cool. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't do the spoiler thing, but this is worth buying if you're into the Ultimates for sure. You got to have this. If you can't get the Wolverine cover, at least get this, because this is a real good book.
That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I like this a lot. Now, the last one is, of course, War in Gaza. Brace
Here
yourself.
we go.
Brace the impact. It's man, Joe Sacco, Frank in the comic shop was telling me about. Actually, spent the night at Frank's house when he was doing the comic show out here those many years ago. And he's a really cool dude. Frank says he's just such a down to earth guy. He was born on the island of Malta. I don't know if he's one of the Knights of Malta or not, but he hails from Malta. So he's very neutral. He's not on either side from this. He's actually from he considers himself like a cartoonist journalist, and he just takes in information and just writes it without bias. And it's a completely black and white book, as you might see, and it's $12.99.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
I don't want to show too much, but one thing I will show, there's only one splash of color in it, and that's this right here, where Joe Biden is wearing his scarlet letter. I think that says a lot right there. A big G, and you will always wear that. And I'm not talking about James Brown, Gravity, the big G. No, it's the genocide thing, folks, and nobody wants to say that word. But this is this really talks about his complicity in the genocide that's going on now. We are pretending it's not a genocide, and a lot of stuff that people may not know in this. So I can see how this would cause first controversy. Also, I can see why it would cost $12.99 because it comes from Fantagraphics. It's very nicely produced. Not hardcover, but full magazine size book. And it took me, it was really nice to read because it has this dark sense of humor with actually giving you facts. So if you don't know much about the situation, this won't tell you everything, but it will give you some idea of what's going on. And there's a great exchange between Netanyahu and Biden, where they just, I don't even want to spoil that, but it's just something you need to experience. I don't know if he's giving any funds to the cause or not. He probably is, because he's been over there. He doesn't just research online. He's been into the shit. He's been over there. He's been with these people. He's talked to them. Some places you can't even bring in a camera or a cell phone. And he just uses his notebook and his memory, remembers all this stuff, and he puts it down on paper later on. And he's a very good draftsman too. I mean, you look up some of his stuff. He's got some stuff from Fantagraphics that he's done before. But this could be probably his most controversial thing, only because we can't say anything bad about Israel here in this country because for whatever reasons.
Well, I think you can't take any side without getting destroyed. Somebody's gonna, no matter what side you take, the other side's gonna hate you for it. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not just by being anti-genocide and anti-Netanyahu doesn't mean that you're anti-Jewish or anti-Semitic. There's a lot of people in Israel detest Netanyahu. In fact, if Netanyahu would ever stop his attacks, he would be up for trial for going to prison for his crimes that he's done before the war. So he's just doing this to keep his ass out of jail, and he's just a plague on mankind and on that country. And many Jewish people have spoken out against this war and against Netanyahu. So it's not about that. So don't go for that bullshit. You know, it's not about that. It's not about anti-Semitism. It's about right and wrong, plain and simple. That's all I have to say about that. And that's what's good, folks. You're welcome.
Genocide's definitely bad.
Genocide, very bad. Very, very bad. All right. So yeah. All right. So now we can move on. This is stretching on pretty long. I guess we had a good time talking about stuff, and now it's getting kind of it's late. Oh, maybe I've been touched on. I'm gonna try to breeze through the previews because there's a lot here, and I don't want to keep everybody. I know there's stuff to do and things to do and stuff like that. All right, so first thing, Detective Comics. Any interest in that?
I hear it's great.
Yeah.
Is it Tom Taylor writing it now? Yeah, I hear it's great.
Tom Taylor. Yeah. I think, what is it? Absolute Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's number 3 coming out. I don't know what's going on with Superman. Last issue, there was like a Doomsday appearance. Now they're like Lois has apparently have powers now. X-Men number 9. Ultimate Black Panther. Justice League. Exceptional X-Men. I forgot all about that one. Void Rivals just hit number 15. Had to drop Void Rivals though. It's a good book though. Maybe now I can catch up on it. I'd fallen behind on it for quite some time, but it's a very good book. Red Coat. Geiger. You mentioned something about Geiger.
I love Geiger. Next issue 10 has Junkyard Joe on the cover.
Oh, that's right. Issue number 10. Okay, that's not been that won't be till a little bit from now. Do this tab. There we go. All right, so Geiger.
We lost it.
Did you lose it? Oh, I hit the wrong. Jesus Christ. Oh, gosh.
Cheese and grits.
Jiminy Christmas. I pushed the wrong button again. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just
We'll forgive you. You're out of it. You're powering through.
Oh my God. I mean, where am I now? I don't know where I am. All right, here we go. All right, Geiger number 9. Jeff Johns. It's not a whole lot of different covers here, but it's just there's a cover with Jeff with G.I. Joe. Here we go. That's the one right here with number 10 with Joe on it. With Junkyard Joe. All right. Let's move on down the list. Nice House by the Sea. Spider-Boy. What the hell is Spider-Boy carrying a giant banana? Some kind of a thing? What is that? I don't know. Did you pick up West Coast Avengers number 1?
I did. I did.
Did you read it?
I have not. I like to read multiple copies, and I haven't read anything. But I'm going to read a bunch this week. I've got a ton of catching up to do. Minor Arcana is probably on the top of my list.
It makes me happy to hear that. So glad. Now there's something happening. Jack could probably tell me. Jack, where are you? With Blade Red Band. And that's this because I think maybe once again Jim Comics mentioned this issue of Blade Red Band as there being, let's just say, Van Helsing. A dark magic abounds and the world descends into chaos. Blade, the Daywalker, finds himself in the crosshairs of a dangerously and deadly all-new foe. That's what it was, an all-new foe. Once on the side of good, the latest in the lineage of Van Helsing. So it's a new Van Helsing, maybe like probably a young female Van Helsing or some shit. Who knows? But it's the first appearance.
I didn't know that was Marvel.
Yeah, Blade?
No, Van Helsing. I didn't know Van Helsing was Marvel.
Well, Van Helsing, you're right. There's a Zenoscope, I think, Van Helsing out there, but I think that's a name that's probably in the public domain, I'll bet, because it's from Dracula. So anybody can just steal that and just use it,
Okay.
Like, Einstein, just use it. Even though it's a fictional character and Einstein was a real person. But I think it's probably still in the public domain because it's so old. And it says, when is the first appearance of the next legendary Marvel Monster Hunter? It's got to be it. So it's got to be a first appearance of a new Van Helsing. Martin Coccolo variant. I think I ordered the A cover of this. Maybe that's her that he's like trying to suck her essence out. And the 1 in 25, Raphael Albuquerque, whose work I enjoy. That one, Jack Rudo probably has this on his list. So there it is. It's going to be a first appearance of a new Van Helsing. Next one is, here we go. Time Slide. Time Slide, I think I did a My Comic Shop or a T4 thing on that too. So I forget what I read about these things like 3 months in advance, and sometimes I forget about what the whole big deal was about. This was the fate of the Marvel Universe. Well, it depends on who owns it. Why is this not moving? Oh, there we go. Jesus, it's my mouse. Or maybe it's me. I don't know. This X-Men from the future arrives in the present with a dire warning. It sounds very familiar. Sounds like a very familiar story.
Bishop and Cable.
Yeah, Bishop and Cable. It's like for some reason I thought this was there was a classified cover here, so something's got to be going on with it. Winter Holiday variant. Mike Del Mundo, Francisco Mobley. Oh God, Rob Liefeld. Gotta watch that Matt video on Rob Liefeld. That's got to be good.
Yeah, I love Rob Liefeld, but his art does not hold up. It just doesn't.
There's a few 100,000 folks who might disagree with that.
Yeah, and you know, to each their own. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What was cool in the '90s just doesn't quite work now.
And that's an overgeneralization, my friend.
Look at his proportions; they're just off all over the place.
Oh man, come on, man. If Rob,
I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
Well, goddamn. I mean, if you're gonna critique every comic book like that, then yeah, I mean, but everyone doesn't have to be proportionally correct if you're doing like fantasy. Everybody's. I'd be more like, why is it all these goddamn pouches? Everybody got to have pouches and belts and shit like that. Maybe that's what you mean too, I guess, but being the outdated kind of a style. But I mean, it's like Frank Miller never left.
All love to Liefeld. He made millions of dollars with zero formal training, and so I got mad respect to that. But at the same time, you can tell he has zero formal training. Sorry,
I'm not gonna. I mean, I still think some motherfucker off the street could not draw this good.
I could. Yeah, I could.
That's all I got to say. I think I think formal training is overrated too. There's a lot of people out there who have never been to art school. Who's that? Tim Sale. Tim Sale didn't go to art school. I mean, he's done.
That's fair, but his art doesn't look like he didn't go to art school.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's just not for you. If Rob Liefeld had drawn,
you think this covers? I'm wrong. What on a scale of 1 to 10? What do you give this cover?
I give it a 5, 6.
All right, we're saying the same. We're saying the same thing.
It's not bad. I mean, I'm not. I'm not saying it's a. I'm saying it's a 1. But
is it a 1 in 50? Hell no, it's not a 1 in 50.
Is this a 1 in 50?
You're damn right.
I bet you I can get this 1 in 50 for less than I pay for that Wonder Woman though. I bet you I can get it for probably like $10. It depends.
The banana art.
Because this is going to be like such a overprinted book. There'll be so many of them out there.
You think so? I mean, it's not that high on the pull list here.
Oh gosh.
It's what 1, 2, 3, 4 rows down, so it's pretty low.
I'm no Liefeld stan. There's plenty of them out there, believe me. But
I love Liefeld. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I do.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, I love because I'm a '90s kid. Look, come on, guys. I love Liefeld. Come on, he's on my wall right here, guys.
Okay,
I'm a bona fide Liefeld lover, but I'm saying his art worked in the '90s. It doesn't work now. That's all I'm saying.
Different strokes. That's what different. I don't. I wouldn't know the man. I never met him. I've heard some things. Especially in the untold story of the Marvel universe, where Jack, not Jack, Todd McFarlane just fired Rob Liefeld in a conference call. Like, yeah, so thing is, we don't like you no more, so we want you out. So anybody else got anything to say? No, that's it. All right, later. It's like, I never want to fucking see that guy again in my life. You know, they don't get along. They don't get along at all. But any hoozle. Uh, that's Time Slide. For some reason, I ordered it. I'm a sucker. All right. Making you right dizzy moving these things along here. All right. Rogue Sun, G.I. Joe, Metamorpho. Hell Hunters. No, thank you. What else we got? Rat City makes it to issue number 9. Number 9. You might be figuring out. Oh, Kid Pooh and Spider Boy. Come on, man. Come on, man. I bought the damn Hulkette. Don't press it. I'm not buying that. All right. Sabretooth, the dead don't talk. Okay. Also, I don't buy. The Creeping Below number 2 is just coming out. I thought I'd missed that. This is the God, who is that? That is, let's take a real quick look. See who the hell that is. This is that woman who got just totally Brian Azzarello. Yeah. Yeah, there was this is another one of those like revenge movies, revenge stories, you know, like based on that, which it was all right. You know, I like Brian Azzarello a lot because of 100 Bullets is my favorite thing by them. Vanessa R. Del Rey is also, I love her art. So I'll probably pick up number 2 just because I love the art and the writer. What's this cool? This is Brian Lavelle or Level, not sure. All right, so yeah. Creeping Below coming out next week. Just so you know. Dust to Dust. Ooh, this looks interesting. Thank God he's no longer with us. All right. Dust to Dust. Did I just close that same tab I just opened? It's not playing with all 52 cards tonight. All right, here we go. Dust to Dust. All right. This is a tormented Oklahoma sheriff and a scrappy photojournalist hunt a serial killer at the height of the dust-choked grape. Oh, the Dust Bowl. Oh my God. Oh, okay. That's what this is about. I bet I didn't order this either. I'm not familiar with the team. Adding this to the pull list. In this house, we trust a giant generator. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, Giant Generator has made some good books. That's not the Geiger and universe, is it? But it's
What is it?
Giant Generator. It's a division of Image. It's one of those imprints they have. You know, like
this is the first I heard of it. It's
You know
not
what?
Ghost Machine, no.
Okay, you might know Giant. This one, Image has a lot of like imprints under their umbrella. This is one of them. Yeah, J.G. Jones and Phil Brown. Not familiar with them, but I'll probably get this just because it looks cool. The Dust Bowl. Oh my God.
I guess this is Rick Remender's thing. The Giant Generator is Rick Remender's thing.
Thank you. Okay, I knew it was one of these creators.
Yeah, Holy Rollers, Grommets, Dust to Dust. Grommets is a part of this. Napalm Lullaby.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So, A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. Okay, so books I've read are part of this. I just didn't know about it.
You just didn't notice the little tiny thing at the top of this. It squeaks it in there. Little tiny thing there. There's so many of us. Like what's God, the Walking Dead guy? I can't remember anybody's name.
Robert Kirkman.
Kirkman. Here's a Skybound. Then there's of course Ghost Machine.
Damn, they do have it on the Grum. They have it on the Grumman's cover. I just never noticed. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, just never think about little stuff like that. All right, so that's something I will look for. I will look for this if I didn't already order it. If I did, I'll probably buy another cover of it from my local comic shop. That's how I roll. That kind of guy. All right. Violent. Damn, my mouse isn't me. What is it? Already went there. Already went up there. Violent Flowers. The Sickness still maybe come out pretty soon. Hopefully. Absolute Batman #2, second printing. This Nick Dragota. I think I bought this one just because of that cover. I often do. Vampirella Holiday. 7 Years in Dark. Absolute Batman, fourth printing. As I got through this, I started to realize that this could be a week for Slim Pickens. So I got all the way down at the bottom because I now saw like, okay, it's Trample coming up. We talked about Trample. It was like a final book of like a month ago, I think it was, from Comics about the elephant who takes revenge. And then the tribute to the Notorious B.I.G. So as I got down to the bottom, I started to realize that, there's not a whole lot here. So I went to the next page, which was the week after, because we're not going to be here next week anyway, right? So I started looking at stuff from the next week. And I did find some things. Batman 156 is coming out. So you can catch up on that or just keep on stacking them.
I need to drop that book.
I'm going to do it as soon as the creative team changes and I get their first 2 issues.
Well, the Hush is coming, so
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The preview of Hush is in what the fuck is that in? Oh, in the Justice League Unlimited. If you pick that one up, I have that one somewhere. I think I may have showed it. I've got it from Danger Room. Poison Ivy, Batgirl, Spawn, Daredevil. Moving on down the list. And Batman Full Moon, #3. Gotta read #2. That's been very good. My feet are getting cold right now. I'm wearing boots and I'm inside. I'm still not well. I'm not a well man. But some people have been saying that for years. Something crawled out.
What up, Corey? What up, Corey Bond? Thanks for coming through. Yeah, it is a light week this week for sure. Or, I mean, next week, I should say.
We got 4 books. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, that's why it was definitely a Slim Pickens weekend. And since we're talking about him, I tell you, why not? Everyone loves him. Why not just give our man a shot? Yep. All right, so coming on down the list here, Mark Spears Monster Hunters, or Mark Spears Monsters, I should say, 3rd printing, 1 in 20. Wow. And wait for it. Here it is. I finally found it, folks. After looking through 2 weeks of comics, I finally found the penultimate book. And let's fuck around and talk about the penultimate book right now. Or maybe in a few minutes, I don't know. But right now, let's talk about the penultimate book. And now it is time for the penultimate book. And this week, folks, that book is When I Lay my vengeance upon thee. Woe unto the motherfucker. He will rue the day. And here's, thank God, thank God they made a trailer because I have to make one this week. And here it is.
En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo, del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo, del nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén.
How about that shit?
Mm.
When I lay my vengeance down, the fucker will rue the day. Father Barrera is a disgraced priest, haunted by his part in the tragic death of a child. As penance, he is exiled to the remote South American town of Puerto Cristina to apprentice under the enigmatic Father Stygian. Controversial exorcist is this guy. Exorcists are normally trained in the Vatican, but Stygian has his own way of handling demons, methods that predate even the church. And unfortunately for Barrera, Stygian's last apprentice committed suicide not long ago. As Barrera seeks to unlock the mysteries of Stygian's strange practices, he uncovers an island rife with evil and supernatural phenomena. What do these possessions mean, and how are they connected to a mysterious hospital patient, one who's been in a coma for nearly half a century without aging a single day? Rising star author Gus Marino, whose debut novel, The Thing Between Us, was awarded Best Book of 2021, recognition by NPR, joins forces with visionary artist Jacob Rebelka, Cyberpunk, for a mesmerizing and thrilling descent into hell itself. And who doesn't want to go there? This is probably going to have trade dress on it.
Yeah, you can tell because the one per store is a virgin.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And a couple other nice ones too. This is Jacob Phillips, who does That Texas Blood, an excellent series. It was a follow-up series that came after that too. The Texas Blood was very, very good. And Inhyuk Lee has this one in his own style. That is, I love the way they work in that cross above in the ceiling up there. That is very cool the way that shows.
Yeah.
And the one you spoke of, this is the same. The one per store by the interior artist is going to be the retailer. Well, we call it the retailer. What do they call it? The retailer exclusive or something like that. Because it's technically sometimes with different distributors you can get more than one per store. And this one is the 1 in 25 J. Lee Virgin variant, which is kind of creepy. Yeah, the whole story is kind of creepy, but you know, it seems very good. So it looks like it's comes from some good stock. This story here, so I think it'd be a good risk of your $4.99 to pick this up from Boom Studios, which is another one of our favorite publishers. I speak for everyone. It's one of our favorite publishers. Speaking for the whole gang here. All right, so it's only half the story. I don't know what is that about, huh? All right, so woo, hey, look who's here! Look who's here! What's up, Eddie? Good to see you.
Hey, what up, Eddie?
It's not an 80s guys. He's just not in his in his pool list for sure. All right, so let's wrap this 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Are we going? Oh, 2 weeks before we do another thing, man. That's gonna miss you guys. All right, let's go back to the main drag here, and we'll go over the final book. The final book is I can't remember who the hell it is. I already passed it. Perhaps I did. It's been a long week for me, folks. I don't know if you realize that or not. I was this close to let's fuck it, let's just cancel the whole thing. I'll see you in 3 weeks. What is this? All right, let's go with this one. Lifeline Comics. Share it. I've never heard of any of this stuff, but it looks interesting. And it has no fucking description whatsoever. Like father and daughter. The 5 stages of grief. Legacy number 9. Wow. Lifeline Comics. I guess associated with the with the women's cable channel, Lifeline Comics. Yes, this is it. Artist Tango and writer Cat Calamia. So that's all I got. This is it. The end. This is the end.
Merry Christmas.
I tinkled just a little bit. Just a little bit. I was so excited. Yeah, man, those covers are pretty deep on that. Let me. When I lay my vengeance upon thee, you will be pissed. Yeah. So, man, thanks for enduring my my ramblings of a drug-addled, cold medicine, phlegm-induced madman here. And thanks for everyone who stopped by, is watching on the replay. We love you guys for spending your precious time. Those who stopped by for a minute, those who are just
watching on the replay.
So, yeah. So, best wishes to everyone, to whatever you celebrate. If you don't celebrate anything, still best wishes to you too. Hope you have a great holiday, folks, because we will be back the 3rd of how am I gonna say December? The 3rd of the month's gonna start over again. We're gonna just do it all over. It was so awesome. The 3rd of January with our end of the year show with our best of 2024. So in the meantime, what you got coming up, son?
Let's see. I'll probably take next week off from my show. We're definitely taking it off from this show. I don't know what JP's plan is, but usually Monday nights with JP's Budget Collecting, Tuesday nights over with my channel FOC and Chill, and Wednesday nights right back here with Lorenzo for the new Comic Book Day show. And of course, looking forward to the January 3rd show where we go through our top books of 2024.
I'm looking forward to that like a mofo, man. I'm going to try to stay healthy so I can be ready for that because I'm really excited. I got some good books. I know you do too. Right.
End of Zed, I never found out. That's my answer. Nobody ever. Santa's not real? What? Nobody told me.
Oh.
No, I can't remember. I just, as a kid, you kind of you start to suspect it, and then eventually you just know without anybody telling you.
Yeah, I mean, nobody actually ever told me. I just kind of figured out when I looked under the bed and I saw the Christmas present. I was like, oh, that's where they come from. Okay.
My daughter just turned 8, and I'm pretty sure she has suspicions already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, childhood's innocence is gone.
Hold on as long as we can.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I think it's best we know the bitter truth right from the start. Just deal with the whole world. That's just me. All right, guys. We love you all. Thanks. Have a great holiday season. And God willing, and the creek don't rise, I'll be back. Circle will be back, and all y'all will be back, and we will be here on the 3rd for that great, great show. And the drinks will flow, and the fun will be had by all. So until then, peace and love. Peace and love. Take care. God bless.
City by the Bay! John Denver!
Was the fire really necessary?
Ask them.